Hello.
You
You beat
hear
me
it
to
still going?
announcing it in CC by just a second. Hello there. Hi. Yeah, Sam made me a fun intro thing, so
Yes.
I'm trying it out. It's my elegant picture.
Like I was looking through the pictures that I have for your live streams, and I was like, yes, this one.
This is me trying to look very cool.
Well, thank
Oh,
you.
stress.
I had a very stressful day, and CB was like, put a picture of me being an edgelord, cheer you up, and I was like, yes. Why don't we edge it up tonight?
So earlier I had like a grayish black cardigan on that had a hood that was very cowl like it came out and came in, and then I had a leather jacket on top of it, and I had my thigh-high leather boots, dark jeans, and a black tank top. And I was walking around campus, and it's super windy today, so the cardigan underneath the leather jacket, like when it came out at the bottom, was like blowing in the wind, and the hood was like fully out because the wind was catching it, but it stayed on my head through the power of angst. And I felt magnificent and like a main character, but also like I was going to fight someone. And I've never felt better in my entire life.
And now you have theme music to fight someone too.
Yeah. And this is me going, my bangs are acting weird. Whoosh. And Sam says that all I need now is a baseball bat before I go break some kneecaps. So
Yes.
watch out. It was pretty awesome. Sam's selection.
Thank you.
Hi. And yes, there's a cat in your tree, and I hate you for that. So I'm just really hoping that I get the golden cat name All Might for next semester. Then I can pull that off.
Yes.
The power of angst. Yeah, it's very powerful.
Yes. It's so powerful.
Hi.
Vi, what's your problem?
Thank you for checking in. Yep, checking in.
Yeah.
Denmark is cool. It's been a long week. Like Thursday is my last day of my like work week because I have Fridays off. So I'm like, relax time.
I tried to do an edgelord swoop, and my hair was just not cooperating today. It kept giving me a weird bald spot. I'm like, there's so much of you that bald spot should not be physically possible.
That was like a humble brag. There's so much of you.
A lot of projection you got going on over there when it comes to my hair.
I do.
Well, I can't mention it without you just being like,
yeah, I'm jealous. Well, it's okay. My hair is not curly at all today, so I get to see how long it is, and it's actually pretty long. I got a like Snapchat memory of 2 years ago yesterday, and it was like completely shaved on the sides. Well, not bald, but like very, very short. And I'm like,
the peach fuzz.
That's pretty okay for 2 years.
But like your pink is phenomenal. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really.
It makes me miss my blue. Like
yeah, with the pink, I'm like, what color am I gonna do next? Because I enjoy having the like peak of color. At first, like from the back, it kind of looked like I was wearing like, pink extensions, but I was like, nah, whatever.
Like Chrissy's technically retired from doing hair, but I'm like, hey, could I maybe? But we'll see. She's retired because like of her back and hands. So
back and hand issues, I could never understand. I still have the final countdown. It got in my head ever since 2 hours ago when I was like thinking of like a funny thing to put in the post on Instagram. And every time I like go to put something, like just the final countdown starts playing, and I'm like, I can't put that.
So I had the final countdown stuck in my head because Chrissy and I are getting tattoos together on the 29th. And last night I messaged her, it's the final countdown. Which when she replied to me, she was like, yes, soon, soon. And then she went, although to be honest, I was a little confused at first because like I'm switching salons this weekend and then we're getting tattoos and then something else and then my birthday's at the end of the
A
month. So I'm
lot's
like,
happening.
which countdown,
There are
Sam?
multiple
Like,
final countdowns.
the most important one.
You're welcome, Jess. Join the club.
I am not sorry. So
Would you like to? We are at 6 minutes. Would you like to introduce yourself?
yes, that's the thing I need to
Who
do.
are you?
Hey yo, I'm Writing Mom Samantha Alnessa. On my channel, I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer parent things. I host live streams on Mondays where sometimes we write, sometimes we talk about random things. Next month, we're talking about Sailor Moon and other things I haven't decided on yet. I also have a Ko-fi, which everything's linked down below. If you would like to keep up to date with all things Sam, you can sign up to my newsletter, which you can find at SamanthaLNassett.com. I should actually be writing my newsletter this week, so sign up so that you can get my April one. It goes out anytime between the second week of the month and the last day of the month.
You'll get it eventually. It'll be
I
there.
haven't missed a month yet.
Yeah,
damn
it'll
it.
be there. Just it's a little surprise like when it's gonna be. Keep you on your toes.
And my newsletter, the end of my newsletter is always kind of fun because I do a spotlight, and one time I spotlit Ritz crackers.
Yeah. Like kind
I
there's
just- I have fun.
intense wind happening outside, and my
See
window's
that?
open because our room gets really stuffy really fast because this dorm doesn't have any air, anything. So I'm just get 25-mile-per-hour winds. So if you hear a big slam, that might be the window slamming shut, but it shouldn't happen. So it probably will.
Got you.
And for those of you that don't know, I'm CB Ferrenz. This is my channel. I'm trying not to mimic your words, Sam. I'm a young adult fantasy writer, college student, and teenager. And here on my channel, I talk about how those three things interact, come together, or rather, don't come together very well. I give some semi-reliable writing advice. I host live streams like this one where we do writing sprints and try to be productive. And I make little character sketches, supposedly. I haven't done one in a while because this has been a very chaotic semester, as I've posted about in videos. So hopefully over the summer, there'll be lots of character sketches. And my school year ends in less than a month. So I have to wait for that. I'm gonna post so many videos. They're gonna be like right on time and like long and scripted.
Of course they will be.
Just shut up, Sam. As soon as I can use a keyboard again, it's all over for you.
Look, I'm not one to talk, for I am on a hiatus. However,
I
you know,
I have been pretty, with all my issues, I've been pretty regular about posting. Yeah. That's a lot of shade. Flashlight in the shade. I'm also thinking about starting a newsletter because I got the book Newsletter Ninja for Christmas, and it's just been like sitting there, and like Jenna recommended it on one of somewhere. So I like put it on my wish list and I got it. I've yet to open it. But I brought it with me to college, and we have a month left of the semester, and I moved it off the bookshelf and put it on my desk for a while. And I'm pretty sure it's in my drawer right now. I have to warm it up. I'm getting used to it before I have to open the cover. Like, it has to get acclimated with my environment or it'll get destroyed. You know?
yeah.
Hi, Sherry. We're doing pretty good. Both dressed up, fun today. Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Megan.
I was teasing CB earlier. I was like, I do more things on your channel than I do my own. Dressing up wise on mine.
Yes. I was like, Sam, you host a weekly live stream.
No.
I do more things on your channel than I do on my own.
I meant dressed up, so it works. you know.
Yeah, because like I post every 2 weeks other than these live streams, which have been every week, Thursdays at 8 p.m. EST. I'll be there next week with Ren as my guest. And obviously Sam was this week. But like I have every other week on my own channel, and then I have the live streams every week on your channel, which I'm not saying I guest on live streams. I just am there every single week.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So. No, it's going to change from the month of Matt to the month of CB.
I'm coming for Matt's title. The only one that can resist my alleged assassination attempts. So he's not long for this world. I mean, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
No. That was a confession.
That wasn't. I said alleged. For those of you that don't know, I allegedly take out Sam's guests for her Monday live streams when they are supposed to also be there with Sam. Because I allegedly won Sam Ultimate. I should make merch that just says allegedly, period. Or ...
Yes, it's like allegedly assassination. An alleged assassin. It should be your new tagline.
Get rid of author, actress, director, just alleged assassin.
No, it's CV Ferrenz, teen writer, author, actress, alleged assassin.
One of these things is not like the other. Actor just doesn't fit in.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
I was setting a thing to render, so I'm good. We should tell people what we're working on. Ask them what they're going to work on.
Look at Sam being professional.
Yes.
Oh. No.
Fox just said it's a good thing he's never actually going to guest on my channel. You can't kill him now.
Listen, you left the screen one time and then magically... Okay, Jess. I had to put on my shoes and leave the room so I could go to the bathroom because dorm bathrooms are disgusting.
At some point, I'm making a wiki for my streams. It's gonna have some like fun lore, and at some point I will go back and try to figure out what your exact tally is. So I'm getting.
Luckily, it was before the stream started that there's me getting up and putting on my shoes, so you have no video evidence.
But it's in our memory. Jess was worried for her life.
She was not. Jess, you survived that live stream in one piece, in a singular functioning piece. So this function was the same as before. I affected function in no way. You were still breathing.
I like how that's the...
Well, I don't want to say like you were fully functioning because I don't know if Jess was fully functioning. I don't want to presume.
The functioning was the same level. That's all that matters.
Static line.
I mean, that's fair. We have yes, there it's going in. Look, I've already like started it. I could link y'all to the wiki, but it's just random notes at the moment.
I want to be accurate, Jess. See, that's why I didn't want to assume. You everyone has their own. All right, Sam, what are you working on?
Oh, right now I'm rendering a video, but after that's rendered, well, probably during it. It depends on how much my computer can handle right now. But I will either be reading or scripting. It all depends on what my computer can handle. I mean, recently factory reset it, and it's been running a lot smoother.
Yeah.
Like, before, I would not have tried to render a video while I was on live, but everything's fine. It's
fine. There's like 2 discs or whatever on my computer. I don't know. My dad explained it to me, and one of them is crappier than the other one. We paid extra to have the better one. But it's running everything off of the crappier one instead of the better one. And the better one is just chilling. Mm-hmm. And so as I like use my computer more and more, it gets slower and slower and loses function. So I have to like wipe it or like save everything onto a thumb drive and then wipe it and then move it over to the other drive, put things back. I don't really understand. My dad was a computer guy for a while, so he's the one that's gonna be handling it. So I'm hoping it will last until I get home and we can do all that fancy stuff, so I can have a fully functioning computer again. Because right now it struggles to have two windows open.
So our last computer, or our last laptop, like, her dad just got home. Our last laptop.
Just the look on the cat's face when Roxy like just appeared.
No,
he's
a very skittish cat. He's always like,
fear.
But
fear.
She'll tackle hug him, and he just sits there like, the child is touching me. But I was saying, no. Hold on, I have to mute while Chris comes in.
It's cool. I'll say what I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm applying to I'm pretty sure I talked about this last stream because I was also working on that, or maybe when it was on your channel. I don't remember which one. I'm working on an application to be in a screenwriting workshop because I want to go into screenwriting. And they're going to teach you how to like pitch something for a TV show, and you need a 400-word, 1 to 2 paragraph pitch, basically, but like a rough one of the concept for your TV show. And right now mine's
elevator pitch.
Yes, but like an extended elevator pitch. The elevator pitch is usually around a sentence. So tomorrow I'm meeting with one of my one of my film buddies at 2, and I'm going to basically tell her my entire story idea, and she's gonna help me break it down into 400 words or less. So I'm gonna be working on a different part of the application tonight.
Cool. I remembered what I was gonna say. Our old laptop was so slow and so old and so laggy that when I tried to edit videos, the video just lagged, so I just had to hope and pray that the audio was lined up.
Yeah. Trying to match audio and video is hell. It's so awful. Like I don't know how I speak. What is words?
I think it's especially bad for me because I apparently, due to some broadcast journalism training and drama and just how I am, don't move my mouth when I say certain things. Or I just have the ability to like talk like this, and I do it just normally, and then I'm like, bitch, when did you?
There's sound, but you're not. Your mouth is not moving.
So I have to find the parts where I like emote, or I do the big sounds. And
the biggest part for me, the hardest part for me in editing is I'll go to say a line, and then I'll do something like, and that's the biggest part of and and I just won't pause between my mess up, so I'll have to do like a really close cut. Where it'll be like da 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 da, and it's like, that's so rough, but okay.
The record scratch,
yeah.
I can answer the person's question about Canva.
There are lots of questions. All right, let's start up here. Savina, is that your name? If I'm saying it wrong, please tell me. I'm going to world build. Lost all my notes and work. No, that's terrible. Damn, I'm sorry. How were you using like backups or anything, or is it just poof?
Well, I assume I lost all notes.
Well, yeah, but like there's like in some programs you can like do a little like sneakiness and like find stuff you accidentally deleted. I was hoping it'd be some possibilities. All right, Sherry asks, can you make a newsletter on Canva?
All right, so I'm pretty sure Canva's a little bit too limited to make a newsletter, to even design one. But in order to make a newsletter, you need a newsletter host or a newsletter hosting service. And there's a lot of them that will be free up to so many subscribers. I personally use MailerLite. I was like, what do I use? Hold on. Child, leave the curtain alone. You're blinding people. I personally use MailerLite. I absolutely love it. It's really easy to use. It's got a lot of drag and drop, and for some it's like got some
drag and drop dragons, and I got really excited.
Well, you could put dragons in it, but it's got drag and drop features, so it'll be like video, button, text, or you can just drag the video, the button, and the text yourself if you want to do that, which I do sometimes. So like it's really fun and easy to use. I must disclaim this. My newsletter was designed by Fox, who designs all my things, because I am a hopeless, not good graphics designer, and it's his trade. So he pities me.
Fox is the reason I'm taking a class on graphic design this semester, because I'm so ashamed of my website that none of you are allowed to look at it until I finish the semester, because it's going to be my final project for the class is designing a website, and I'm designing my redesigning my author website. And we will never speak of how it once was, okay? That's a deal between all of us. All right? We're never going to speak of how it is currently or how it once was, once that it is better. Cool? All right. Glad we established that.
By a small boy.
Hmm?
So what were you talking about? I got distracted by
how awful my website is.
Oh, okay. Yes.
All right. I'm working on my latest chapter that I finally have broken through my block on. Woo!
Nice.
We love that. Going to work on Camp NaNoWriMo project Rise of the Spirit. That sounds good.
I was like Spirit Dragon or Spirit
Rise
Protector?
of the Spirit Dragons. Yes. Have to relook on my outline of chapter 13. Nice. Question. Where do you make your wiki? On Wikipedia?
No, mine's on Word Anvil.
Damn it. Why do you have to do me wrong like that? Megan is tonight finishing up scripting and then transferring CP and beta notes to my manuscript. Nice. Jess said, "Oh, if you haven't already checked out Becca C. Smith's channel, she's been doing screenwriting long and you've been alive. Don't tell her that last part." I won't tell her, but I'll check out her channel.
I need to know if that's legit or an exaggeration, because it could be either.
I mean, like, if she's been doing it for over 18 years, she must know something.
That's why I'm saying it could be legit, or she could be exaggerating to mess with Becca. I need to.
You got it right. It was the original of Becca. Oh, that you lost your things and I got your name right, but I don't remember how I said it.
Savina.
Okay, that's what we're going with. Sherry said, "Awesome, thank you." And Jamie is outlining the sequel. Nice. I have yet to watch. I might watch Jenna's video on writing a kick-ass sequel or something like that, because I didn't watch the one that came out this week.
I forgot the title, but yeah, it's about writing a sequel.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's something I need to know. All right, we are 20 minutes in. Does anyone have a request for a type of timer? It's legit more than 18 years. Nice. Do you want? Okay, we'll do that.
It's always gonna be my answer. Well,
let's see. I type in YouTube into my search bar, and your channel is the first thing that like comes up in the recommended.
That does remind me. I need to save all the photos Jenna sent me of Butters, because I was gonna make a Butters timer this weekend.
I love that. Yes. Turtle timer. Sam spoke first, but
I pantomimed.
Next time. We're gonna do a 20-minute timer, but so we have like time to get in the grooves. Yeah, Butters timer. See, everyone wants a Buttercup timer.
Let me tell you, I said I was on a hiatus, and somebody DM'd me. They were like, "Would you make a Buttercup timer?" And I'm like laying there dying in my bed, and I'm like, as soon as I'm healthy again, random citizen.
I love the Megamind reference.
That's one of my favorite things.
All right. 3, 2. Well, I have to go to the page. It's like 1. Hello.
Hello. My niece called me. She's like 3 or 4, and lately she's like, well, I was talking to my sister yesterday, and she kept asking, like, I want to talk to Nanowitch. And my sister kept going, that's not Nanowitch, that's Aunt Sammy. And she's like, I don't like Aunt Sammy. And I'm like, fair. But we gave her Michael's kid Corvette, and I guess her mom's charging it now. And so she just called me, and she's like, Aunt Sammy, I like you now. And I'm like, good, cool, fun. Then she was telling me all about how she's like, Mommy says that I have to wait until Daddy gets home, but I can't wait anymore. I'm like, oh my God. So,
I love that.
but then she like decided she was done telling me things. So,
Okay.
just in time.
You're not worth your time.
I was like, I
Very
can't
good.
tell my toddler niece that I have to go because of a live stream. But yes, thankfully she handed the phone back to her mom, who was just like, yep. And I'm like, I'm on live right now. She's like, oh. We'll talk to you later.
Oh. All right. What'd you get done, Sam and Chaz?
Oh, that's what I got done.
There was the call to Chad.
Yes.
Apparently Sherry got no writing done, looked at running shoes. That's still, being productive. I watched Jen's video. Good tips. Very funny. 10 out of 10. Every time I watch one of her videos, I'm like, if I did something wrong, just like, and definitely don't do this. And if I did that thing wrong, I'd be like, fuck. Because that was some of the first experiences I had with her channel. She's like, you should hire an editor. And I was like, fuck. And then like, maybe, yeah. So that's fun. Finish the script. Awesome. Filming tomorrow. Good luck. Worked on getting some reviews and notes down my reading planner. Very nice. I need to read more often, but
yes.
I want to say I'm busy, but I watch a lot of TV.
We know what we are reading.
Yeah, I do read. See, that counts. Those have words. Webtoons have words. I just one of my classes got canceled, so I got back at 4:30 to my room yesterday. And my evening class starts at 6, got canceled, and I picked up dinner on the way back to my room, so very early dinner. And it was disgusting. So I ate 2 cornbread muffins, which was pretty good. And then I laid in bed and read for 12 hours. I was like, I've made mistakes, but this is not one of them. So.
Yep. I just checked my DMs and Fox was like, wow, child, look, I will absolutely never in my life take it personally when a toddler says, I don't like you, because I've been around too many toddlers and I know I give them some chocolate, their opinion changes. I understand. I'm not Nanowitch. Nanowitch spoils her 4 times as much as I do. I get it. I do. So
my cousins, they really they're both boys. They really like my big brother, my little brother. Which hurts my heart.
Oh no.
I'm like, you sexist little kids.
How dare you?
I can pick you up and throw you around the room too.
But do you? That's
yes.
Oh well, then they got no leg to stand on.
No, it's Joey, who's my big brother. Can pull him up in the air taller.
I tell Chris all the time that one of our children is a major daddy's kid, and I'm like, the bias is there. I'm like, I can see it. I know. I don't take it personally. That's fine. Take him. But the other day, I was like, do you like daddy more? And they were like, yeah.
So I always hear about how parents aren't allowed to say if they have a favorite kid. Well, I can't say I have a favorite parent. It's not what you do.
No, not if you are above a certain age, you're not supposed to. But before then, you can get it. You can get that honesty. You can be like, I know who your favorite is.
My entire life, I'm like, I must not have opinions.
I I do what my mom did. Like growing up, my mom would be like, her favorite changes depending on the day. She doesn't have a genuine favorite. My dad did that too. And as we got older, we kind of figured out there was a system to it. Whoever was their favorite was the child that like refilled their drinks and stuff that day. So as teenagers, it's like our dad would be like, "Who wants to be the favorite today?" And we'd go, "Not it."
So
There's no upside to this.
I don't have any sisters, so my family's full of smart asses. So want to like give my mom a shoulder massage or a foot massage or a massage, basically. I'm really good at giving massages, and you know, I don't know, I know how to do them because somehow I picked that up. I don't remember when. She'd be like, "You're my favorite daughter," and I'd be like, "Thanks." Or I'll do something for my brothers and be like, "You're my favorite sister," and I'm like,
I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, "You're my favorite Michael," or "You're my favorite Gabriel," or "You're my favorite Roxanne." And now they kind of figured out what I did, so they're just like, "Yeah." It's like not, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
yeah.
I'm like, "No."
I'm the only person in the category. I understand what you're doing.
So
But you attach favorite, and I'm like, I'll do anything for you.
so another thing is I apparently very much fucked up a bit earlier because my husband and I we're in a call. He called me on break and we're just, messing around with each other. And I was like, "How dare you?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh." And I looked at our child. Now, I threatened to sell all of my family on Etsy at some point in time.
On Etsy?
Well, the children specifically, I made those. So they go on Etsy. Everybody else, it depends.
Okay.
If I helped raise them, also Etsy, I had a hand in that. But so that was just the first one that came out. And I was like, "Hey, do you love your dad?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "How would you feel if I sold him on Etsy?" And they were like, "I would be sad," which I expected, that kind of thing. And I was like, "Yeah." Okay. I'm like, "All right, I won't do it." But then they just kind of stopped and put their head down and had like little tears. And they're like, "You made me feel bad." And I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I did not mean it." I'm like, "I was teasing. I didn't mean it." Backfired on me so hard. I'm like, I picked the wrong child to try to help me mess with their father. Should have had one of the other ones. They would have gone along with it.
Yeah. Yeah. The older the children get, the more you can pick on other members of the family with. That's what at least I've noticed.
It was an error in judgment because that particular child is a little bit more sensitive to things like that, and daddy is their favorite. So that was just a mom fuck up in the moment, and I admit it. I made it up to the child, but
yeah. So my dad's a teacher, for people that don't know, and right now he doesn't like teaching elementary school because, as previously mentioned, smart ass. And he said something once. He was like, "With elementary schoolers, you can make jokes at them.
Mhm.
With middle schoolers, make jokes with them. High schoolers make jokes about you."
That's so accurate.
He teaches middle school right now. So I think that's pretty accurate. I've been in numerous classes where we have decided that substitute teacher is not worthy. It's their fault for being bigots, usually. Love public school. Megan asked, "How many subscribers did you have before you started doing lives?" I don't know, honestly.
That was before yesterday.
Oh, memory. I'm like, yes, Sam. It was
Yes, Sam, you did do yes.
At first I thought it was before this live, and I'm like,
no, this is my first live ever. I don't know. I started doing lives sometime last year in June. So, Fox, did I have 100 subsubscribers yet? I didn't have 200 yet. But I know to yell.
I'm pretty sure I had
this here.
Because my first live was a pop-up with Sam for writing sprints. I've only done like 6 lives, 7 lives. I don't know. I hit
Okay.
my 1 year anniversary of having a channel, of like posting my first video like 10 days ago. It used to be 100, but I don't think there's a limit. Yeah, I don't think there's a limit. I think it was under 100.
I had no idea if there was a limit or not. Fox says I did have at least 100, so I had somewhere between 100 and 2. I want to say closer to like 113 or 120 something, but I don't genuinely remember.
Let's see. I did 100 live or subscriber live stream, so I definitely had under 100.
I thought you were like, I did 100 live streams. I'm like,
Ah,
not
yes.
yet. I haven't done 100 yet, and I've done a lot more than you.
Actually, a few more, yeah, and just couple more. Again, I think I've done under 10 on my channel.
Yes.
What's your tattoo on your shoulder?
This is my sister's tattoo. So it is a crescent moon. The script says always and forever. And then there's one Zelda fairy for each of us. I am blue, Tabby is pink, Nikki is green. My middle sister has her sister tattoo on her thigh, and it's the chalice from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, also with the 3 fairies in the exact same tones. Which, let me tell you, our tattoo artist is a fucking amazing and understands skin tone and undertones really well, because I have like yellow brown undertones, and my sister is very pink peach. So to get the exact same color of pink on both of us,
that's really cool. I am like, so at first I didn't want to get tattoo because I was gonna get either a quill on the side of my hand, left hand, or a little willow tree.
Because you're left-handed, I wouldn't get a quill here, because yeah, it'll get fucked up.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna get it, because that's where the lead stains are. So I just, but I was gonna do that. This is obviously I've been planning this for a few years. I was gonna do it when I turned 18, or when I published the last book in the Willow Tree trilogy, whichever one came last. But I made this plan when I was like 16 and halfway through the second book. So I was planning on finishing the series by the time I turned 18. Obviously, that did not happen, as I am on the first book once more and 18. If you want to know how that happened, check out my videos on it. So I'm 18 now, so I'm like, I want a tattoo. But I also want to do the actor thing, and I'm not sure if that would impact that at all. Having a tattoo would have to cover up, especially because it would be like somewhere on my wrist, just because I break my wrist so often. So, but because tattoos are cool and they're pretty.
Yes, I agree. It depends on like where, how big, how easy to hide.
It would be small and simple, because I think that's just more my style.
Yes,
but I have time to make decisions.
You're like, small and simple, my style. I'm like, first tattoo takes up a large portion of my thigh.
Well, I've been like, maybe it's not my style. It's just something that's been in my mind for a while, because the fact that I want to be an actor. So whatever it is, it's gonna have to be able to hide very easily.
Maybe more your speed.
There we go. I like, as evidenced by my ink box addiction. I love getting lots of tattoos that are very big.
Secretly, your style is really just just the shoulder.
Okay,
the
so my dad wants to get 2 full sleeves. My big brother wants to get 1, and my mom wants to get a sleeve too. And I'm like, maybe just like a few around my wrist. And I'm the one in my family that's had like colored hair, has cut all my hair off.
Well, it's like, it's 2 totally different things, though.
Yeah, it's just really funny. Because they've been talking about it for a while. And they've talked about it for years now, and none of them have tattoos. And we joke about it that I'm going to be the first one to get a tattoo, even though I'm the least like I don't have millions of Pinterest boards on my phone like they do.
Hey,
But
like
I wanted the thing, so I got it.
if you ever need help researching your tattoo artist, though, let me know, because I grew up in a family where like 98% of them had at least one tattoo.
Cool.
And so my dad made sure that I knew, like, he's like, always go to a parlor, always go somewhere that's reputable, check out their portfolio, you know, do as much research as you can, kind of go there, feel them out, make sure you're comfortable with them. Actually, our artist, Tyler, did Chris's wife pinup, and I like got comfortable with him because I really liked Tyler's tableside manner, and he's a huge Zelda fan, so I was like, we were meant to be. So
I like that. Yeah.
Whenever like he tattoos me, because we're both very talkative and sociable, we'll talk about our kids, and he's like, yeah, my kids and I share a Breath of the Wild file, and I'm like, could never. They're not allowed. Mm-mm. They're not even allowed on my profile.
It's great. There's a lot of kids at my school that have tattoos, and they vary because it's a small liberal arts college in Massachusetts. It's also early college, so I don't know if there's more people that have dyed hair or tattoos. It's a close call.
Take a survey.
Yeah, a lot of people, and there's a varying range. There's like beautiful, intricate, well placed tattoos that like have maybe not have meaning, but like are really cool. And then there's like stick and pokes that look like you've had them for 4 years, but they're actually only like 6 months old. They're just terribly done, and your skin there is like bumpy.
Like I know people who will talk about tattoo prices, and our tattoos are actually pretty cheap for like the quality and everything. But then I'll talk to some of the people I know, and they're like, "Oh man, that's like a lot for a tattoo." And I'm like, "Let us compare your blown out splotchy outlining with my clean outline."
Yeah, and then there's the people in the middle who did get it professionally done, but it still looks like they like accidentally spilled an inkwell on their arm. So
okay. Fox did his digging.
Oh.
I did not start lives in July or June, whatever I said.
Okay.
I started them in April 20th. So I've actually been streaming for a year.
Woo!
I should have done a thing. Oh well, too late. and I had 80 subs based on June. I had 130. So let it just be known, Fox remembered my sub growth by month.
That's
a bit.
Fantastic. Good job, Fox.
Yeah, so no, I was actually also under 100 subs. I was at 80-ish.
Nice. Yeah. The first live stream, I was so nervous. And now I'm just like, I have a live stream today, don't I? Okay. Then let's go hang out.
I woke up this morning and my day was just stress, and I was like, but at least I get to hang out with CB.
Yeah. That makes me happy. Yeah, I used to like try on like literally before I did my first ever live stream, I was looking up like, what do you wear on it? Like, because there's like colors that clash and stuff like that. I was so nervous.
I mean, that is what I hear is the common experience. So
yeah, and then some live streams at first were better than the others, and I like these.
I was just like, I can do lives. I should do lives. Lives are a thing. And I was like, lives.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like, oh, I have a live stream tonight. And like I get on live stream and then I like after like 2 minutes, I'm like, this is the best day ever. I'm so energized. And I'm like, I'm an extrovert.
Right?
Oh, I wonder why I didn't feel good. Maybe I didn't talk to anyone I like all day.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And all of a sudden it's like, I can fight God and win.
I will that's like, you know, I
just saw my face at the last second and just the whites of my eyes were very big.
So like I was talking to somebody about my live streams and you know how I have chronic migraines.
Mhm.
And it's like it does not matter. The only time I could see me canceling a live stream when I'm having a flare up is if it's like the one I had last year where I had to go to the hospital by the end of the week because I was so dehydrated from not being
You
able to
need to
hold
be at
anything
the
down.
hospital. Don't be on a live.
That's a pretty good, you know, indication to cancel.
Yeah.
But other than that, I will never cancel a live because of a migraine because I literally feel better during the migraine or during
The live stream. Yeah. I get
yes.
it. I get you. I understand.
Yeah.
Because my brain
So, like,
said it wrong right before you actually said it wrong out loud.
you sabotage.
No, no, I'm just like a step ahead of you.
Oh, that's what it
Like
is.
my like empathy just like connected.
I see.
Like,
I
Sam's
see.
gonna mess it up, so I'm gonna mess it up first so that I can be there for her when she does.
That connection. But yeah, like I'll feel really bad in the like morning and stuff, and then I'll get up and I will go pre-stream and I'll start talking to people and I'll feel better and then
Mhm.
I'll do the stream and then the stream will end and I'll be like
Yeah, I like feel good during a live stream as soon as like broadcast ended. Then I'll just like boom, exhausted. And I'm like, it's almost midnight. I wonder why.
Enemy vampires. Did you set a break timer?
I did.
Okay.
We have 5 minutes left.
Cool.
Oh. Sorry. Oh, and one thing I noticed that since over the summer / quarantine, most of my social interaction was with you, but also on live stream, mostly with you, but on live stream and like Discord calls and stuff like that. And when I got to school, I struggled to introduce myself with my own name.
I just had this weird thought where you're like, and then I go to school and it's like, hey, I'm CV.
Hey there, I'm CB Friends, going out fantasy, right? I'm
That's
like, hi, some my real name. Yeah, it was because I would like hear my own name and purposely not react to it. So like just like there's people in chats with my real name, so I like try not to react to it, even though I slip up and say my real name all of the time. So I'd like not react when people said my name. So it's really great because at home, like my parents have nicknames for me and my siblings have nicknames for me, so I don't even go by my normal name. So it's like, who am I?
Identity crisis. Sorry, I was listening, but also like Chris is in the shower and he had a long day at work, so I'm trying to like listen for the kids.
And
they chose now. They chose now.
I really, really want a cat next semester.
Oh, like where did that come from? There's a boulder.
Yeah,
snick up there
so badly. I mean, I'll have my own dorm room.
I'll
and
give
I
you this one.
Don't joke like that, Sam.
I said that I was trying to feel for him, and I got his face.
Because okay, so I'll have my own room. I'll have plenty of room because it'll just be my stuff, and so I can have a litter box, and there'll be plenty of room for a cat. I mean, it's like a 10 by 15 box. That's healthy environment. It's better than the dogs. You have so many cats, and it's not fair. And he's going to be a golden cat, and I'm going to name him All Might.
Yes.
Or there's like I have like 10 options. They're all My Hero Academia themed. I was like, I want a cat named Deku, and then I realized there's no such thing as a green cat. So maybe a black cat with a green collar. And if he's like like that kind of adorable, like cutesy adorable, Deku. And if he's like angsty adorable, then Eraser. Then if it's a white cat or a white and orange cat, Todoroki or Icy Hot. If it's another golden cat, but he's feisty, Bakugo. If it's a ginger cat,
no. See, if it's like yellow and feisty, you should name it Katsuki because that's his first name and it's cat.
That's so much better. Yep. Then if it's like a ginger cat, Kiri. Yeah, I have a whole list. I am an adult and responsible, and I can have my own cat.
I mean, this is how you name cats.
I have my ability to name.
You can't blame me for this. Did I tell you to watch My Hero? Did I
No.
recommend
Yes.
it? No.
Yeah. No.
Oh, wait.
I don't know. I'm just gonna check her DMs and see when the first mention of My Hero Academia was.
My guilt is unproven.
I don't know if you're guilty.
No.
I'll look through it in the next sprint.
I don't remember because
it was over winter break, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You see, I don't remember if you told me that you were watching it and I was like, oh, that's good. Or no, it says, oh, in the anime I started the other day is My Hero Academia. So no, it was not my fault. She
I did it on my own. Found it all by myself.
See, it's not. He's just gonna like every single bad habit you pick up is my fault.
Bad habit. It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
So
my video is almost done.
I've named 2 cats. Fireball. His brother is Ash. Fireball has a little fire on his forehead. And I was like 5 or 6 when I named him. So that's pretty good for a 6-year-old.
See, Fox, if it had been me who had influenced her negatively, it would have been named after a composer.
I hit repeat. A composer?
Yeah, well, my first dog was named Mo for Mozart because I like the movie Beethoven.
Oh my god, that's
but they were like, but Mo was not a Saint Bernard, so I was like, we cannot name her Beethoven, so we will name her. So like my dad suggested Mozart, and I was like, the fuck is Mozart?
Too many letters.
He's like, well, Mozart is also a famous composer, and I was like, okay, Mo.
And then the second cat I named is we kind of all named it, but I feel like I had a lot of say on it. It's Stormageddon, Dark Lord of All, the color Storm, and named after the Doctor Who character, of course. And we have gotten Dagmar and Angus, which are 2 dogs, but my dad named them, hence the German-esque names.
Our current animals are the dogs are pop culture-ish themed. Like Vi is short for Elvira, and then Nabby's Naburu, which is a character from Zelda. And then the cats are just all gods, but like the older cats are Greek and the younger ones are Norse.
As it should be.
So,
all right. Do you have any requests for the next time or chat requests? Chat's just listening to us talking about tattoos and animals and stuff.
They're like, will these extroverts ever shut up? No.
Will they ever give us a chance to ask questions?
No. Who has questions? We're doing sprints. They did have questions earlier.
Yeah, we have knowledge.
Why is my soda over there?
It's escaping.
It did. I have a request for the final timer, hopefully, but
okay,
it's not here yet. So
no, no one answered. So I'm doing a cat timer.
Little do we know, the broadcast was cut off, and Fox is just psychically receiving the signal.
I'm so concerned about the things that pop up when I just like my recommended are just really funny because it knows me very well.
My recommended doesn't know what it's doing with its life anymore. It's so confused.
Okay. So I have our own stream that we're watching right now. My Hero Academia, AMV, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, lesbian TikToks, terrible writing advice, and then John Mulaney. That's my top row. Like,
excuse me.
I'm connected. It understands.
What is mine? Mine's not music right now, and therefore I'm upset with it.
I got really afraid for a second that it was going to give us like Cats the movie 20-minute timer. It didn't.
You got macaroons?
Lovely Kittens 20-minute timer for kids, schools, teachers, class, and kindergarten. Let's do the kindergarten timer.
Oh,
That's
thank you, Chris. Okay.
What did Chris do?
Oh, Chris, but we're having a tea party set. Tabby, me, and the kids and stuff are having a tea party, and he bought us macaroons.
That's great. Why are there so many ads?
I don't know.
Oh my god, this cat's so cute. I want a cat so bad. Maybe this is a bad decision. See, my heart starts like palpitating. I'm like, oh my god, I
You
love
can
it.
always look for a fox timer.
We've looked for fox timers before.
Oh yeah, that's her.
I don't think it's worked. All right.
There was one. It was a Christmas fox.
I just heard a really creepy sound behind me. Anyways, if I die,
Your own assassin's coming for you.
hey, they know better than that. It's the demon. 3, 2, 1, go away. Hello.
Hello. I started scripting because I finished other things I was doing. I'm scripting improv, acting, and writing. So
I look forward to it. I've done both of those things. Big surprise, I know.
part of me is like, this video I might be scripting it very closely to the role playing and writing, and I'm like, do I want to do that? Should I separate them more? But nah, I'm gonna keep it how it is on the schedule at the moment. Especially since one of my things is, how is improv different from role playing? So
I had some great ideas this sprint. So my first idea is, I want a cat. Second idea is tears, because I was looking at the cat timer and I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. And then I was like, I'll just look at some cats in the area, you know. So I pulled up a cat adoption website, and then I actually cried because cats are so cute and there's so many of them and I want them so badly.
Trying to blind me with a soda can. Right, go.
And then I was like, okay, but I need to convince my parents because we already have 2 dogs and 3 cats at home. So for the 5 months out of the year that I'll be home, there's going to be 4 cats and 2 dogs in our townhouse, plus my parents, my little brother, my big brother, and probably my big brother's girlfriend. So
many.
That's a lot. That's a lot. But it already has that much, just minus 1 cat. So yeah. You know, and my big brother's, he's like 20. He'll move out soon, probably. He has a house down in South Carolina where he goes to college. You know, it's only a matter of time. Anyways, so I was like thinking about, like, I'm hopefully, if my interview goes well tomorrow morning, going to be getting a job. That means I'll have an income, which I've never had one of those before. And I don't really have anything I'll spend it on other than saving up for an editor and like promotional stuff. But like, I'm not gonna buy toys. Like, I don't have
publishing things.
My parents cover clothes because they're parents. Like, I don't need to support myself. Not that old yet. Savings, stuff like that. But
yes, definitely say
that. So I was like, I looked up hypothetically how much would it cost to have a cat, you know?
A lot.
For the ASPCA, it costs about $650 a year. And that's getting like monthly checkups and very nice food. And I'm like, it's fine.
They need shots yearly.
They do. I agree. Just not every month. You don't need to go to the doc every month. I don't go to the doc every month. Well, I do go to the doc every month, but that's because I'm injured like every month. Completely different. But
when they're kittens, they kind of do if you keep them on their vaccine schedule. So
I was just looking it up, and it's like they need a cat bed, and I'm like, okay, like litter box, and I'm like, I know how to scoop a litter box. I've had litter boxes my entire life.
Cat bed, I feel cat bed is kind of optional.
Just I'm like, I have an actual bed. It's mostly the cats and less mine than the cats.
Artemis won't really go near the cat beds. She's like, meh. They're not.
Yeah, our cats sleep on the dog bed sometimes, but they mostly sleep on the couches and my bed. And then it's like food, litter, that kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, but I'll have an income. So I was like, okay, how much does it cost?
Get the parents on board.
Yeah, I just need my parents on board. So I started making a PowerPoint presentation. It's called "Why I Should Get a Cat."
Why I should be allowed to have a cat.
Yeah, like, even if it's like, oh, that's too many animals for our house. Is it though?
Yes.
Pretty sure the saying is the more the merrier.
No. I mean, that's the saying, but no.
It's only 6 animals. 7 animals, including my little brother.
I sent you a thing, and that's fair.
You did say, oh, look, it's me. Do you want me to pull it up on the screen? We watched it on the internet. Wait, is it a 20-minute timer? It is 20 minutes. Okay. I don't want to look at myself for 20 minutes.
That's what Stieg said too. Capricorns and your weirdness.
I mean, I just see myself. At least I know. Yeah. So yeah,
Obligatory.
I started my PowerPoint and did research, and then I started looking up scientific articles about the effects of cats on mental health. They're all positive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I'll be living alone without a Madeline. That's my roommate's name. So I need constant validation, and a cat can give me that. What did everyone else do? I just got a notification. 20 minutes. CB.
Yeah, I made it public now that you've seen it. So
Nice.
other people apparently use my timers. So
The Jenna one is very popular.
it is.
Just kind of weird.
Well, I mean, she's popular and she's pretty. So
But yeah, no, I'm hoping it's people that like know Jenna, rather than just people being like, "Ha, pretty lady."
You mean fans versus creepers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
But,
I don't know.
I can take yours down if you want.
No, it's fine. I don't care. I'm more protective of like you or
That's fair.
of myself. So yeah, no one says what
I now have.
Oh, wait.
I'm slowly making a collection of like obligatory regular timers, just timers of all my regulars.
It was a very cute timer. I teared up every time I looked at it and smiled. The footage, you can watch it.
I don't know how
every time I look at the timer, it's just I just go.
I don't know how you're gonna survive through the dark tournament.
I cry a lot, you know.
I know.
A lot. I'm emotional.
Tabby and I looked ahead. Awesome. Twitch. I have a Twitch account. It's there.
You're like streaming games, right?
Well, primarily, yeah, it's big into streaming games, but it like does anything.
For people that don't know, Tabby, which is Sam's sister, and I are watching Yu Hakusho together. I would definitely use that timer.
Will you though? Don't know how I feel anymore. But yeah, we looked ahead because we were like, we know the dark tournament goes into season 3, but we were like, okay, how far into season 3? And it's like 10 episodes into season 3, so almost half of season 3.
That's great.
So fucking long, but it's so good too. It's great.
Yeah, that's good. I'm still watching Bleach. I'll like leave it and come back to it. It's a slow show.
There's it's because when it was being made, the like manga was still in production.
Yeah.
And what they did was instead of waiting for new manga chapters to come out, they would make up plot lines for the anime, and then when they had new manga out, they'd make episodes of the manga until they ran out, or episodes from the manga until they ran out again, and then they'd make up new plots. So Bleach is like full of so many fillers that you watch, and then they don't matter anymore later on.
I've skipped episodes already. Like I've never skipped episodes in anything, but like Ichigo and like all the main characters were off like in the Soul Society, like, you know, fighting, like saving Rukia, because it was like the second season. And then they kept going back to Earth to like Ichigo's siblings and like these random children, and this guy from one episode that was like is mildly racist because he's the only black guy on the show for a long time. And and I just like got through like 5 minutes of the episode and I'm like, is any of this going to matter? You just stopped in the middle of a like where we were watching, things were happening finally.
No, it doesn't.
And so I just like forwarded through the episode and like would check in. And
wait,
like, okay, nothing's
are you talking about Chad?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's Mexican.
Yes, that's why I was like, wait.
No, there's the guy that's like he like has the TV show.
I do not remember this character.
Good. Honestly, he made me really uncomfortable.
The only dark skinned character I could think of was Chad, but he's Mexican. He's not. I'm so confused.
No,
but yeah,
this is just I don't remember the guy's name.
that's okay. It's been over a decade since I've seen Bleach, so I don't remember a good portion of the cast.
So that happened, and then they resumed the plot, and I was like, oh, thank God. And then it had another one. And I'm like, why did you do it again?
Yes. So me informing you of this is just under context has been gained as for why it does that.
Yeah, it was.
So
I like watched 2 minutes of that one, just skipped to the next episode. And I'm like, nothing's going to happen here. And then they had like one reference to it, kinda in like a like thinking thing of a side character, and I'm like, glad you wasted 2 episodes on that. So happy.
So when we were looking at things in the garage den, I found Kenpachi's sword, and I was like, I forgot Chris had this.
Wait, who's Kenpachi?
Kenpachi is the guy with the spikes and the bells at the end. He's one of
that guy.
Yeah, he's one of the captains.
Wild.
I love him. He's like, I think he's Chris's favorite.
Kenny. That's what the pink girl calls him. Yeah. He's I like him.
He's great.
I was really worried because he was like a scary villain, and then he was kind of iconic. So, but like a fight will start.
A villain, only ever an obstacle.
Yeah. A fight will start and then last like 6 episodes, but just because like all the fights will start at the same time, like in one episode, and then we'll just jump, and they'll all be rising and get to the climax of the fights together, and then, and I'm like,
not like very well planned out there.
No, it's a struggle.
Makes you appreciate the smoothness of Yu Hakusho's fights now, doesn't it?
I do. I appreciate a lot of things.
Is a masterpiece.
I like Bleach. It's also the fact that they're all supposed to be 15.
Yeah, that's always
that. They're all 20.
See, like Sailor Moon, I'd be like, yeah, Sailor Moon's my favorite anime, but also caveat, not for everyone. Yu Hakusho, I'm just like, watch it. I don't care who you are.
That's valid. That's valid.
That was great.
Yeah. So, my friend Angel, she like watched Bleach when she was younger. Obviously, not when it was coming out because we weren't all alive then. But she watched it when she was younger. She's like, I watched Xena when I was younger, which explains a lot about my personality. Anyways, I like women.
You like both.
Yeah. So she and Madeline like started watching Bleach like the first episode, and he's like, I'm Ichigo, whatever his last name is, and I'm 15 years old. And apparently Angel just went, no, what? No, because she watched it when she was a kid, so she's like, he's so grown up. And now we're all older than him. And he's like, I'm 15. And I'm like, you neither look, sound, or act like a 15-year-old. Please stop.
No, I think he acts 15.
Sometimes he does, but most of the time, no.
He acts like a 15-year-old kid who was forced to grow up and take care of his sisters. I feel Ichigo acts for his situation.
But he doesn't look like a 15-year-old.
No, definitely.
The voice actor sounds like he's 30, which he might be.
His voice actor is Johnny Young Bosch, whom was a Red Power Ranger.
Okay.
Or Black Ranger. He was one of them.
But no, it was just...
And he's also friends with my boss. So
that's cool.
He was born in 76. Minus 1976. 45. When did Bleach come to America? I type in Bleach and like my Google just knows. It's like
it knows, really?
Oh yeah. It's like, you don't want the cleaning product, lady. We know you.
Can we connect whatever she's searching to anime? Okay, let's go with that.
2004 to 2012.
Okay, so they did. It was during our lifetime when they barely. Actually, it was during my.
Yeah, I was a teenager.
It might be when Angel was born. They started. my friend Sam wasn't alive yet. Coming out in America. So yeah, it's wild. Anyways, I'm on episode like 84 and like
28.
Hmm?
He was 28, so you were pretty close.
Oh, yeah. It's just, for me, 15-year-old boys have really, most of them have pretty high-pitched voices that every once in a while drop really weirdly.
For that, I think is largely based on experience, because like half of my guy friends sounded really high pitched and the other half sounded like they were 30.
Yes, a few of them sounded like they were.
Chris sounded like he was in his late 20s since he was like 14 or 15.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
he always sounded like a full grown man to me. But now he speaks with a higher pitched voice than he did when he was a teenager, so now he sounds younger. And I'm like, you went through reverse puberty? What happened?
Like the 15-year-old wanting to sound older, so he speaks lower because he's a grown man now. Look at me, I'm so grown up. I am an adult.
I mean, he also had the full beard, so
that would be very confusing.
Yay! Chris brought me wings.
It's not fair.
I'll share.
Please. I had a they called it a pork chop for dinner.
They called it a pork chop. Look on your face. I assume it was in fact not a pork chop.
I ate the whole thing.
Well,
I missed lunch, so I didn't have an option.
That's fair. You sound like my mom. Whenever she comes home from work, she'll just like eat whatever was made for dinner and it'll be cold. And my sister will just be like, "Did you like it?" And Mom's like, "No." But she just ate it all because she was hungry because she hadn't eaten all day.
It
was bearable.
I poured salt in my entire plate.
Make sure you drink a lot of water.
Yep, there was green beans, there was potatoes, roasted potatoes, and a pork chop. I tried eating it without salt first. And then I put a lot of salt on it. And life was better.
Sorry, the wings were hot.
Like you and your warm. I want a kitchen so bad.
You hate me for my hair. You hate me for my food. You only like me for my anime.
I also hate you for your cats.
You hate me for my cats.
And your healthy relationship.
He's like, I simultaneously love everything about Sam and hate her for her entire existence.
Yeah.
The rudeness.
Mm-hmm. Disrespect.
The disrespect. Shame, dishonor on your whole family. Dishonor on your
cow.
I like how it's when he got to the cow. She's like, stop, wait. Don't you mess with my not cow.
Yep. Quality. All the stickers on my water bottles are peeling off, and I'm really sad about it. Because look at this little guy. Look how cute he is. It's a dragon, and then I have. They're all like low-key bisexual colors, which also makes me happy. Little night sky. Look, a little whale, a turtle, a compass. I really like the compass.
That compass is pretty.
There's the light, the ring light's being effective and making it light. And then there's a little wanderlust thing, and I love the idea of wanderlust. And then we're back to the dragon.
See, if you ever go to anime conventions, you can just go to the artist alley and stock up on stickers. My sister got me a Bakugo and a Deku sticker. It's just, they're so adorable. I don't know what to put them on.
Thing of an excessive And when I say excessive, I mean
Excessive.
amount of My Neighbor Totoro stickers. Because my mom got a packet for each member in our family. So there, you can see in past live streams that they're on my fridge. There's a few on my guitar case. These are 2 marble ones. 3 marble ones I have to take out. And then these are the rest of My Neighbor Totoro. So Sam, if you want me to send you some My Neighbor Totoros,
I mean, go ahead. Kids love stickers.
I mean,
although
they're really cute.
It was kind of funny. One of my friends sent the kids just a bunch of Zelda stickers, and Gabriel has collected his in a little treasure chest.
This one's game like pixels. They're pretty awesome. Hey, Madeline. This Batman Totoro.
I had to stop myself from asking something based on the conversation that was going on in my server.
But there's so many. There's so many of the cat bus. I loved the cat bus as a child. I know it's such a surprise that I like something with a cat.
I'm shocked, to be honest.
Yeah.
Baffled.
I have it like, there's a Doctor Who one. That's so great. You can't see. I can barely see it. And I'm not on camera. Anyways, I need to stop looking through these. But I have the thing where like I'm afraid to put stickers on things because I'm not like, what if that thing goes bye-bye or like goes bye-bye or like they come off and then that sticker's lost forever and yeah. You know?
So yeah,
rational thoughts. I can put them on my laptop.
Look, I used to have the same thoughts about stickers and stuff, and now I'm just like, you know what? It is whatever. And so I've got a bunch of Zelda stickers on my laptop now. I'll take a picture and send it to you. I checked CC, and Jenna's like 2 more chapters away from finishing editing her current 100 pages. And I'm like, I sent her a gift that says soon. Because then I will get to the chapters.
I hate you. That's another reason I hate you.
One more. Gotta take them.
Just make a list. Yeah, Sam's one of my best friends. But you know what? I hate these things about her.
Let me list it. It's okay. Fox relates, I'm sure. He's not here anymore because he had to go, but
he's also jealous of your long and glorious and thick hair.
No, because his hair is like this long.
Fox's hair longer than mine.
Oh yeah, he only ever cuts it for like his job or.
Again, I have no idea what Fox looks like other than Fantastic Mr.
The pandemic.
Fox. There is a human version of the Fantastic Mr. Fox that's wildly inaccurate. I know that, but don't you dare say I'm wrong or tell me what he actually looks like, because that image in my mind is what I'm sticking with because it's fantastic.
Before I knew what he looked like, he was like, "What do you think I look like?" And I sent him this description. He's like, "Why do you think I look like that?" And I'm like, "I don't know, just the vibes you give off." And then like, I was almost 100% right. So
you were
like one or two.
I know mine's wrong because it is
like hair color. I nailed his hair color and his hair type. He was like, "How though?" And I'm like,
in my head he's a ginger because Fox.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Don't tell me, but that's what he looks like. It's a whole thing.
So he'd rather everybody just imagine him as a fox, so that's fine.
I mean, there's still the suit, and it's a fox. Fantastic. It's Fantastic Mr. Fox. There's 2 versions, and they alternate sometimes. It's time for our next sprint. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Should it be a final sprint? I don't know.
It's up to you.
How is chat feeling? How are you feeling?
If chat wants to do another sprint, then we can do another sprint. If like we want to end here, we can go watch a Yu Hakusho. I mean, what?
I mean, work on our very important writing papers that productiveness, marketing, the future.
Yes. Like the script that I actually started last sprint. What?
me sitting here, I'm gonna have an income soon. Do I spend it on good editing software? I already have like a nice camera set up because
You
Christmas.
spend it on a $6 a month Funimation subscription.
That's really fucking tempting.
Then you don't have to wait for Hulu.
That's really hmm.
It's super cheap too. Super cheap.
It's a good point.
It's like one of the few reasons I keep it, even when I haven't been watching anime that month. Is like meh. There have been like a couple times where we've canceled it just because things got really tight, and it's like it's a subscription. The kids, which streaming service the kids frequent most is the one we prioritize.
Yep.
It's like we'll find something to watch on there, no matter what it is. But like we've been okay for a while, so Funimation has stayed untouched. But like Hulu's normally the first to go, and then it's Funimation. So it's like, sorry, Hulu. I think right now our Hulu is like bundled with our like Sprint does free Hulu now. So I don't even think we pay for Hulu anymore. I think it's just with Chris's phone. So
yeah, we have a
that
lot.
That means Funimation is first on the chopping block now. It hurts.
I'm not okay. I watch the most TV in my house probably because it's research on story structure and directing. Acting. That's why I watch a lot of TV. But a lot of we're a big media consumption household. So we have a lot of streaming services because we all want to watch our shows.
Gotcha.
No one responded to.
I think Kat died. Well, I know Fox left because he had a prior engagement. How many viewers do we have right now?
7.
So the rest of you lurkers,
you just don't want to interact with us. We scared you off with our weird.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
We weren't even that weird this time.
Not, right?
We gotta get weirder.
They haven't told us how much we're getting paid or what's the benefits of getting this job.
For a split second, I thought you were talking about for the stream. I'm like, I'm getting paid?
It'd be news to me. Getting paid? But like, so it's like, why are you good for this job? I'm like, why is this job good for me? So I'm gonna ask that in my interview tomorrow, which I will hopefully wake up in time for.
In all seriousness, though, chat, we love you. We know some people are just lurkers who don't like to talk, but that's perfectly fine. Don't
because we hit the 2-hour mark and chat seems pretty dead. I'm going to say call it a night because I do want to watch some Yu Yu Hakusho and I do have to get up by 9 a.m. tomorrow. And I should shower between now and then.
Maybe.
But I can just put my hair in a ponytail.
So you want me to do my outro then?
Sure, yes.
All right.
So,
hey, yo. Hey, yo, I'm writing most of it. You should be watching. You should be watching. And I host live streams like kind of like this on Mondays, where sometimes we do writing sprints, sometimes we talk about things. We'll be doing a Sailor Moon one in May. Monday, I will have Matt and Jessica on my live. Awesome. If you want to keep up to date with all things Sam, you can find my newsletter at samanthaanasset.com. I have a Ko-fi in the description. And I will eventually return to posting videos. I will definitely have an April video, a Tokyo Treat unboxing for the children. And I think that's everything. Yes.
Drink water really fast. And I am
Just do it. Just do
I
it.
know it. And I am CP Ferrenz, young adult fantasy author, writer, whatever, college student, and teenager. On my channel, this channel, I talk about how those three things come together, or rather don't. Sometimes I make semi-reliable videos on writing advice. I do character sketches, and I host live streams like this one. Next live stream will be next Thursday, 8 p.m. EST. If you enjoyed your time here today,
Who's gonna be your guest? Do you have a guest?
yes, Ren.
Sweet.
Yeah, you can look forward to that, peoples. And I had something else to say. I have social medias in description, and yeah, I hope you had fun. Thank you for hanging out with us, and that is it. Goodbye.
That makes one of us 3.
Oh, I figured the hangout thing had fun. That made one of us. I'd be like, Sam.
No, it's that I got a lot accomplished, and I said that's
Yeah, I started a PowerPoint on why I should have a cat. So obviously, big movements in the writer world. All right.